Hey, it's Kristen from Mindful Life, and I am diving right back into those habits that we want to let go of in 2019. We're having a quick brain lesson today so we can understand why we develop these bad habits in the first place and how to make better choices around them. Now, if you've followed my work, you've heard me talk a lot about the brain and particularly talk about what I call the smart part of our brain, or the that's not it, the prefrontal cortex up here in the front part of our brain. And you've also heard me talk about the amygdala, or what I call the alarm part of our brain. The key part of our brain when it comes to making good choices around these habits we want to let go of is our prefrontal cortex up here, this part of the brain, the front. So that's the part that we really want to focus on and strengthen so we can make better choices around these habits. The reason we make bad decisions is because habits often get transferred to the alarm part of our brain. Our prefrontal cortex requires a lot of metabolic fuel to make decisions. If you think about, if you really put thought into everything you do every day, from every tooth that you brush, every step that you walk up, every turn that you make in a car, that would be exhausting for your prefrontal cortex. What happens is, once those habits become automatic, we transfer them to the alarm part of our brain so we don't have to use all of that energy. Now, with bad habits, the alarm part of our brain responds really out of fear and anxiety. So it tends to turn to things like a dopamine rush from sugar, relaxation from wine, or some kind of distraction. When we feel any kind of stress and anxiety, the decisions we make are the ones that are the least resistant and will give us the most instant gratification. So, what we need to do to shift that is to start making those decisions in our prefrontal cortex. The way we do this is by priming that part of our brain, strengthening it, and the best way to do this is through meditation. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to need to sit on a cushion for 20 minutes twice a day to strengthen this prefrontal cortex so you can make good choices. I'm a firm believer that 3 to 5 minutes of meditation in the morning can make a huge difference, not only in terms of the choices that you make, but your mood, your happiness, your patience, so many great benefits throughout the day. So I'm going to give you directions for one of my favorite techniques that is super easy. You can do it anywhere. It's called ABCD. And it takes less than 5 minutes a day to strengthen that prefrontal cortex so you can make the decisions that you want to make to rid yourself of those bad habits. What I want to hear from you, especially if you're a meditator, is what meditation techniques work for you. Do you have an app that you love? Do you have a certain technique that you use? Let's see how we can support each other in the comments below.